As the alarming levels of anti-Semitic, anti-Israel protests only continue to rise around the world, many Jewish families in the diaspora are rethinking their futures. Already, a full flight of Alim Chadashim touched down in Israel to start a new life here, the first one since the October 7th massacre. Joining us now in studio to give us a sense of the existential questions that many Anglos are asking, we are joined by Hillary Barr, a real estate executive in New York City and the owner of Our New York Real Estate.
So great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Welcome to our studio. So tell us, first of all, you've had your own very successful company, the fifth largest, best in New York City. But why is it so important? Why was October 7th a triggering moment for you to take it one step further?
So, October 7th was the word for us that Hamas wanted Jews out of Israel. We decided we want Jews in Israel. So we started something called Habayit to Israel to help Americans buy in Israel. We want as many Jews as possible coming to Israel, whether it's to make aliyah, to invest in whatever way possible to help the economy. Now is the time more than ever.
So what have you seen just in the course? I mean, we've all seen it from our end. We're living the war, but we're also seeing what's happening in the States. You, as someone who's spent your entire life in New York, how threatened do you feel as a Jew walking around with a big, Magen David?
So, we are a very loud and proud company. We actually took an ad out in the largest real estate publication saying, if you don't stand with Israel, you stand with terror. We are proud to wear our Magen David. We are so grateful and thankful to all the soldiers here and everyone here. And it's time now for every Jew they own in Miami, they own in Aspen, own in Israel. They go on vacation all over Europe. Go to Israel. They invest worldwide, invest in Israel. Let us show the world you try to get rid of Israel. All you did was make us more powerful.
For sure, for sure. Let's talk about also the situation, with, obviously the New York market has been affected since COVID, but now here we are with the prospect of Zohran Mamdani becoming the next mayor. I know that is very terrifying for a lot of people. Can you explain why, beyond, outside of politics and the political promises he's making, why is it an existential threat you feel for Jews living in New York City?
The fact that people ask me in New York City, aren't you afraid to wear your Magen David, speaks volumes. The fact that every Jew I know is saying right now, if God forbid Mamdani becomes the mayor, we're out of here. He believes in globalizing the Intifada. He believes that Israel should not be a Jewish state. He believes in everything that's 100% anti-Semitism. We will defeat him, that's for sure, and we're all working very hard, but that has nothing to do with us coming to Israel. We're not coming to Israel as an escape. We're coming home.
And what are you doing to help make that process easier for those that are thinking about it? Again, not everybody's going to make aliyah, but it's true. You have a lot of people whose children are lone soldiers, more and more people coming also because of birthright. More Americans are having a chance to come here at a younger age. How to help ameliorate that process?
You are so right, Emily. There are people who are coming here for trainings, people who are coming here for aliyah, for chagim, for everything. We want to make it very easy for them. We don't want somebody to say, I'd really like to go to Israel. It's so difficult to navigate. For instance, in the United States, we have Zillow. You want to get an apartment, you just go on Zillow. In Manhattan, you go on Street Easy. Here, it's a little bit of the wild, wild west. Where am I finding a place? Where am I going to live? That's where we're coming up with this amazing platform. You'll hear about it in the next week, where somebody can go and get everything they need about moving to Israel, visiting Israel, investing in Israel. We're going to make it super easy. It's everything Israel.
And do you feel that there are a lot of people that maybe would have never thought of this before? Like we've talked about a lot. When you're a Jewish American, the anti-Semitism is not something has been a robust feeling until what's happened since October 7th. So do you feel that there's a whole group of Jews that, that are really waking up to that possibility, that didn't necessarily grow up in a Zionist home, but realize that, hey, maybe there's something to it?
because of what's going on the college campuses in the United States right now with free Palestine, which means push the Jews into the sea, globalize the Intifada, which I explained to New Yorkers means 9/11 once again. But all of it means the destruction of Jews. People have woken up like never before. People who, when I would talk to them about Israel, it's like, no, Hillary, we know you're obsessed with Israel, but really, come on. Now they're, Hillary, how do I get there? Where do I buy? How can I invest? How can I get there? Everybody is interested right now in coming to Israel, and we're going to help them.
And thank you for being here to support us. It means a lot to those of us that are here to know that
we are
people
grateful.
like you and others are showing up and doing all the amazing things you've done also on this trip, giving of your time for soldiers, et cetera. So, Hillary, thank you so much for representing.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. And all of you out there, come to Israel, buy in Israel, invest in Israel. It's the best place on earth, and it's home.
Sure is. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much,
Really
Hillary
appreciate
Barr.
it.
Much appreciated.